Deluxe, I was having a good conversation there about fish and Minecraft, but oh, I can remember two mute keys. There's an OBS mute key and a Discord mute key, and I hit my Discord mute key because I'm an absolute dolt. It's fine. It's not the end of the world. Where am I? Tiny bird garden. No. I have lots of feathers. Should they still be counting up? Menu. Birds. Hello! Thanks for stopping by. I wonder why tiny birds seem to like hats so much. It's like she knows me. Hey duck, why are you mad? Offering them hats was Zoe's idea in the first place. I thought it sounded rather strange, but it turns out they love hats, right? Could it be that tiny birds are actually aware that they're adorable? This one's mad as hell. Do you have a gift to him? No? This is... back. Okay. How do I buy a bird? I got 500 birds. Shop! Paper roll. Cardboard box! I've always wanted one of those! Oh! Oh! Welcome to the nest! Live there. Choose an egg to start raising a bird. For your first egg, it will be free. We gotta pick an egg. Should we go Skullboy? Dalmatian? Waves? Stardom? Oh, there's more stars. There's green stars. We've got the Chocopee. We could just pick Chocopee. What should we pick? It's also kind of like the moon. We'll go for some Stardom. Poor thing seems a little scared and grumpy. Pretty exhausted right now. It's important that you feed, clean, and pet them. If they get sleepy, turn off the lights so they can regain their energy. Make sure to check back a few times throughout the day. Am I playing Tamagotchi? If you have any questions, come say hi to me. Pet. Num. Ah! Ah! Food. Take a green star. Num. Stinkies, sleepies. Hungries. Yellow star. Awards. Late birdie. Play Tiny Bird Garden in 2023 or later. Well, better late than never, right? Hats. That's not a hat, that's a tie. Shop. kind hearts, you may receive a letter. I received a letter from Nyanas. Pretty chuffed when I received it. Although this is just a single case study, I don't know if this is common. I just see one with spirit. Looks like all tiny birds have the ability to write letters. Sometimes. Oh, that's Lizzie. Who are you? And Spiro. Do I get to keep them? So confused. Story. There's a story? Birds! Give me a second. I died. Alright, I am getting double dinner. This night has gone horribly sideways, but I am still in good spirits. Stuck in birds? I really have... What's the actual game here? Oh, they wobble! You gotta time it. We're getting a bit off center here. Perfect landing! Look at you go! Oh, a green little bird! This game is a bit wild, eh? Oh. Uh-oh. Ah! 22. I don't know why. I thought this would be kind of story-driven. Treats are great, but cute treats are even greater. Do you like it here? I'm really happy to visit. Yeah, I live here. How you going, little guy? Give you a blue one. Num. Oh, the mood is its top bar. So if I do all of them, does it level up now? I want to use the whistle. No. Oh, got a balloon. So, my confusion is that I thought this was more of a story-driven game, but I'm currently seemingly playing some kind of idle game with mini-games. I don't know if there's something I am missing. Game, are you okay? You just like solved everything on your own. I could play fishdom. Speaking of fish. Who here ever played fishdom? Does anyone even know what I'm talking about? What about big fish games? Does that ring any bells? These are real things. I'm not actually insane. It was actually not long after Steam was made. When Steam made people realize you could sell games digitally, a ton of Facebook game vendors realized we could be Steam. And so, there's quite a few very interesting storefronts out there that popped up in the early 2000s. Some of them have now relegated themselves to a bit of bloatware, unfortunately. But Big Fish was one of them, and their big claim to fame was Fishdom, and Fishdom H2O: A Hidden Odyssey. Fishdom H2O: A Hidden Odyssey was one of those hidden click adventure games where you have to find secret treasures in a timer. It wasn't horrible. Both of them were actually really neat. The premise being that the mini games you play in both of those Fishdom titles was to earn money and points to then spruce up and fancify your desktop fish tank, which is why they were so popular. Because everyone wanted desktop fish tank on their Windows 98 PC. You could have fish be your screensaver and your wallpaper? No way! And then it was your actual fish tank, so like it pulled your fish with all of your customizations and decorations as your wallpaper and your screensaver. It was really neat. I still have them. I have them installed right now. I've had them for longer than I've had The Sims 1, which is also still installed on my computer. Guys, want to see some of my Sims 1's families? Promise they're not too sadistic. Or would you rather see my fish tank, which has no fish in it, because I regret it? I had this weird thing where I would make the fish tank perfect first. So, what I would do is buy all the decorations and all the upgrades, but the fish tank would be an absolute paradise with no fish in it. So my screensaver was just an empty fish tank, but I still have that save of the empty fish tank. It's very sad. I can't show you my awesome little fish collection because I didn't have one. I also have SimCity 3000. I played that this year. SimCity 3000 was the first video game I ever bought on PC. Actually, might be the first one I ever bought because I didn't buy any of them on console either. We got given them. All our parents purchased them. But SimCity 3000 came out in... What's that school? Like, there's a catalogue of things you can get. Like a reading... It's because that's what it was advertised as, right? It's like, oh, buy books, buy reading books. And then you go to the back of the catalogue, and there's video games there. I don't know if they probably still do that. Video games are way more pervasive than they used to be back then. But I did. I scrolled to the back of the catalogue, and back then it was something like $12.99 US. I could buy and own a copy of SimCity 3000 Unlimited. So I tore off that strip of paper at the bottom, and I wrote my name down and put my money in the mail order, sent it off, and they sent me back a copy of SimCity 3000, the first ever video game I purchased, and still have installed to this day. It was very fun. I inadvertently ruined city builders in the modern era for me, because none of them have the same amount of depth as those old ones do. Which sounds weird to say. Maybe a little pretentious, I don't know. But the new ones feel like transport simulators. Like, you just build the roads, you pump the water in, you give them electricity and basic components. Like, the towns build themselves now. There's almost seem like you have to try in city skylines to have the town fail. Whereas I remember in SimCity 3000, you could have disasters hit you that would just send you spiraling out of control in an irreparable downfall pattern that ends in you not being able to recover financially or in popularity, and your town would start dwindling numbers and you'd end up in this death loop of losing 1,000 population every year, and there's nothing you can do because you don't have the finances, and every year you get less finances. But now you have to start cutting services out because you're paying too much for services. It was like a whole thing. Now I play City Skylines and I feel like I just have to build roads and water and the town is fine. I know there are disasters, but everything's so cheap in those games. Maybe I just need to play them more. Go through scenarios or something. That was something else too. Scenarios. I could take on absolute hellscapes of towns in SimCity 3000. There were scenarios that gave you towns actively on fire the moment you start the game. Like burning to the ground on fire will ruin your town. And you had to put the fire out and then recover from all the damage with a very limited budget. They were very neat challenges. But they were challenges, like you could fail them. That's the part I miss from a lot of modern city builders. What was the other one I played? There was Surviving Mars. Felt very simple. The only difficulty curve that I found super present in Surviving Mars was keeping things clean. Because if they aren't kept clean enough, then they stop functioning. You lose their entire overhead. So if it's a unit that produces a resource, then you lose that resource production. And if that's something like oxygen, you can be in trouble in that game. But it was a very self-sufficient game. It did feel more pretty to look at than difficult to play. What other weird niche games do I have? I thought of Fishdom, because this is literally just Fishdom. It's match 3. I have Bejeweled. That's just the same game. But... You know Fishdom, Euripides! Hell yeah. Fish Gang Unite. I've been talking about fish a lot today. Fish in Minecraft, Fish the game, Fish tanks on your Windows 98 PC. Apparently I've just got fish on the brain. I actually have to pay for dinner. Excuse me. I did all that ordering before. Completely forgot I gotta send the money to the guy who's picking it up. I think it's 24? Become fish. Blub blub. What have you been up to, Jay? I haven't seen you streaming in a while, but that's probably because I'm very infrequently online ever anymore. I got employed. I work full-time. I do enjoy the work. I hope I get to keep the position next year, but we'll see. If I don't, I just need to keep enough money in my back pocket that I don't end up in trouble again. Which is hard, because I'm currently using the work at the moment to pay off all the debt I had accrued from hospital visits, etc. this year. But I'll get there. It's not the end of the world. I'm in reasonably high spirits considering today went sideways, and I don't know why. I just feel like I'm in a good mood. Do I still have my timer for... Let's have a look. Timer explain, game timer, counting up timer. Grandma's photo. Not home. Distractions. Live split horizontal. Grandma's video. No, I'm not clicking that. Oh, it's actually on my PC. Wait, what? Is it? Okay, no, Ronimus video is empty. I'm gonna break my AFK timer here because I need to go into my scripts. So... Ooh, dinner's here. Oh no! An itchy raid 3 minutes ago. What's that getting dinner? I'm kind of out of places to eat my dinner. How are you doing? I can't hear a thing. We're playing Bejeweled with... It's Bird Jeweled. Except I was trying to get a game timer running. What is it called? Counting up timer. None of these are counting up timer. Live timer? I don't need live timer. Timer up can be counting up timer. Click, close. Look at that, the timer goes. Itchy Tasty the Platypus, what are all 5 of you doing here? How is everyone? That was a rather short stream for Kingdom Hearts. Don't those chapters last like 17 hours? Not including the flashback? How did it go though? I need to make space for my food. We've already played for a fair bit. So I think I will cut the timer down to 30 minutes. 29 of which remain. After that, we're gonna try a different bird game. I'm gonna see how many bird games I can get in a row before I get tired or have to cut the stream. Now, there are quite a few bird games in my account, I'll have you know. So, 1 hour, we could be here for a while, which was my plan. All the time. Sort of. Right. Oh! Dinner is served. Sort of. So, for anyone who wasn't present for the actual ordering on stream earlier, I double ordered. Because as it turns out, the person who was going to pick it up covered for me when I said I couldn't ring through and ordered on my behalf, which is very thoughtful of them. And then I got through and ordered on my behalf. So, my order got chronically stuffed up. But the same list of ingredients is still present, just not in the order that you normally see them. And his got through perfectly, so if I had never ordered at all, I would have had exactly what I wanted and been fine. Now I have 4 servings because I have 2 servings of steak fries and 2 servings of the actual meal I wanted. So I am beyond covered for leftovers and food for the next few days. How was your stream, Itchy? You never said. Did Roxas believe in the heart of the cards enough? I actually completely forget. This is the part about Kingdom Hearts that's weird in bird lore. I know a lot of the story, some of which thanks to Itchy, some of which because I have a friend from high school whose name is Biz. B-I-Z. Can you guess why? He runs a Final Fantasy XIV organization called Organization 13. He knew a lot about the games. Anyway. I am the least reliable source of information on Kingdom Hearts you could ever find. Because I would take what literally happens and is canon and explain it in a way that isn't incorrect. It's correct. Asterix. Not really. Have they done the new Kingdom Hearts yet? When's the new one coming out? Does he have normal feet or not? I forget. See, it's my problem. I focus on the wrong details. It's not that I'm incorrect. I just don't tell you the story. I explain everything irrelevant to the story that's happening. Like his feet in the next game that's coming out. Apparently that's just like a section of it though. He's actually gonna have his clown shoes back. Which I'm happy about. To click, there we go. How did the feet of topic of how did the feet come up? How did the topic of feet come up with clown shoes? Kingdom Hearts. I can elaborate if that doesn't help anyone with that explanation. But no, that's how the topic came up. We were Kingdom Hearts. Oh no. Roxas must have really big feet. Do you think they actually are clown shoes, or do you think his feet are really that big? Do you think when people ask him about his shoe size, he gets insecure? I've heard that's a thing. Never actually played any Kingdom Hearts? Neither, actually. I know so much about the games. I've never touched any. You know what's fascinating about Kingdom Hearts lore? Or at least from my perspective, is I know so little about why the Disney Kingdom is involved. Like, all of the story I ever hear explained is what Roxas is doing. And the Kingdom Hearts themselves, and the Keyblades, and these evil mad Final Fantasy scientists that are trying to destroy things in that evil mad Final Fantasy scientist way. But then you suddenly remember that Mickey Mouse shows up in one of the boss fights, and it dawns on you that it's Kingdom Hearts. You remember it's not just Final Fantasy, it's Disney. It's Mickey Mouse and Donald and Goofy, and they're there. I never remember what they're doing. That's the one part of the story I have never, ever figure it out is what the hell are the Disney characters actually doing? Because Maleficent's meant to be the foil. She's the bad guy in the Disney universe. But then, how the hell does that tie into any of the Final Fantasy stories? I know Maleficent meets with, what's his name? Starts with an A. Why is my brain like this? Why do I remember initials and not names? Starts with an A. It's not actually Diz, is it? Maleficent doesn't meet with Diz, does she? Either way. Wacky game series. I enjoy it because it's basically a comedy. I don't think it's trying to be, but it's a comedy. I find it absolutely amazingly hilarious. And I enjoy it for that reason. The Mercenaries, for some reason, Mickey is a Sith Jedi thing. I know what you're talking about. He joins Organization 13. But I don't know why, or what his plan was, or what he's doing, or I don't know how that's resolved, because he's still a good guy, but he's in Organization 13. I don't know. It really, the game, again, from my perspective, not having played through or knowing the chronology of all of these things, because it's all out of order when you actually play the games as they're released. Without knowing how it chronologically occurs, to me, it kind of looks like you have a serious story, and then it's revealed that Mickey Mouse is in Organization 13, and that's not elaborated on. I've never seen that plot point resolved. It just stops happening. You see him wearing the cape, and then he's good again. Why did he join? What was his motivation? Oh, it's mysterious. You're not meant to know. But it's like, okay. I feel like you were just contractually obligated to use Mickey Mouse once every 30 minutes and needed to figure out how. Because I can't tell. The Disney stuff eludes me. That's the one part I don't think I'll ever decipher. The hyper-realistic trailers for the new game. I don't even remember them showing any Disney stuff. It was all Final Fantasy fights and normal-sized Shu Sora. I thought they were trying to be funny with Kingdom Hearts, but also heartbreaking story. It's definitely meant to be a light-hearted, kids, child-friendly romp through Disney places you remember. It got out of hand. But functionally, yes, it was meant to be a light-hearted, probably comedic at times, child-friendly game. And then you have... then you have the old timeline. Where weren't children murdered to make keys in the old days? Were they murdered or were they... I forget. That there was some real shady, not kid-friendly stuff happening in the old backstory to the olden days. Is there an end to this? Do you just keep going? I don't know if this canonically ever ends. I don't think I can lose. Mayo. I was so shy at first, but everyone made me feel so welcome. Thanks for listening to my weird theories. It feels nice when someone listens. I had so much fun. Thanks for letting me visit. Can't wait to play again soon. Oh! New birds! I think I left my hunting brooch in my nest. This is your nest now. Never leave. Who are you? How's my little bird going? I forgot there's actually like another game here. Oh, sorry. Oh no! Stinky and tired and hungry? You can't be pet until you're fed. Alright, well, I'm on one of those. I almost killed my Tamagotchi. God, you are so hungry. Blue. Is there a Tamagotchi game on Steam? Why are you no longer- why are you purple now? Why are you purple? What happened? Are you too tired to get a good mood? Fine. Were they purple before? I thought they were grey the whole time. There is a story. Meet Spirit to begin chapter 1. Right. I would like to spend more time with this game, but it's not gonna be today. My dinner is also kind of going cold. You think they change colors, we feed them different color treats? That would be neat, actually. Not me. I am so glad I no longer have to deal with desktop capture. You know, it's a good thing I didn't switch to Red Dead because Red Dead needs desktop capture. Not that there'd be anything to, like, no. You're being weird. Why are you talking about stuff on my desktop? I don't even know what you mean. It's just a wallpaper. Duh. What do you guys have for your wallpapers? I used to have some of the best wallpapers when I was in high school. The kind that would get you in trouble. Back then, computers weren't things you carried around in your pocket. Itchy! What did you miss? We had this whole conversation about Kingdom Hearts and clown shoes and whether or not Sora gets self-conscious when people ask him about his shoe size. He must be like a size 15, right? Like, has to be. But that's, I mean, that's the question. Are they actually, are his feet actually that big? Or is he just actually wearing clown shoes with the big puffy front bit? That's what we need to know. He might have big, stankin', big, giant, honkin' feet.